Kyle Montgomery, Riley Skinner, welcome you back inside our ACC Digital Network studios for another ACC Spring Football Report. And this time we're talking about none other than Riley's alma mater. That would be the Wake Forest Demon Deacs. What stuck out to you this offseason with your alma mater?
Well, I got to spend the last 4 days with Coach Grove, and he could not stop talking about their defense. They've committed to this 3-4 style defense, taking some of those defensive linemen, standing them up. He thinks they've got enough speed on the outside to use in the rush the passer, and they've got some returning starters on the defensive interior line. He couldn't stop raving about the defense.
Yeah, this next part is not for you, Riley, because, of course, you know everything there is to know about the Demon Deacs. Here's what everybody else needs to know about Wake Forest. A lot of folks forget that this team finished tied for second in the Atlantic Division last season. They get 10 starters returning, just 3 on offense. 2 of them, though, are big time. When you talk about Tanner Price and his favorite target, Michael Campanaro. I'm not sure that'll be enough, though, Riley. Does that automatically make the defense this team's biggest strength?
I don't want to say automatically, but it is their biggest strength right now going in. They've got Morel Noel on the outside of the corner. They've got Kenny Okoro, who's going to be a senior who started for 4 years. They've got Nikita Whitlock up front. They've just got a lot of guys that have experience. They've got a lot of games under their belt, and that's what Jim Grove loves. He loves veteran guys who have played games, the guys that he can trust and count on, and that's what the defense is going to be filled up with. So, yeah, it's going to be their best part.
So what do you have concerns about, your biggest question mark?
Well, Tanner's not a concern. Tanner's one of the best quarterbacks in the conference, but who he's throwing to is a concern. Losing Chris Givens, losing tight end Cameron Ford. Campanaro is a big target, but unfortunately Campanaro, he's suffered a lot of injuries. He's sat out a lot of times, so he's not as durable. They lose Danny Denbury at the receiver position. Coach Grove says they've got a lot of speedy guys, but they're young guys, and he doesn't know what to expect when the lights come on. They're in front of 80,000 people, so that's a big unknown that hopefully they show up and play.
Not only that, it'll be interesting to see how Michael, gets used to being the #1 target. That's going to be a transition as well. All right, let's get a look at this 2012 schedule for this team. We'll get a treat early on as they meet up with North Carolina. They'll follow up at Florida State the very next week. You see a primetime game there against Clemson on October 25th, and a date with the SEC. Hopefully we can get those guys to cap the year. How will your Demon Deacs do, Mr. Riley Skinner?
National champs. No, I think Wake, they're gonna be in a bowl game next year. I give them 7 to 8 wins. They don't have the easiest schedule. They're not going to have the firepower they had last year on offense, which I think might hurt them in the long run, but they're definitely going to be bowling next year.
Yeah, they were a solid team last year. Like you said, we're keeping a close eye on that offense.
That's right.
All right, that's a look at your Wake Forest Demon Deacs Spring Football Report, brought to you by Riley Skinner and Kyle Montgomery.